During a Posh Dnc luncheon, Biden warned that climate change could cause the Colorado River to dry up, not joking. In Las Vegas, Nevada, this week, President Biden attended a second reception for the Democratic National Committee and urged those in attendance to consider climate change more seriously. One day after inadvertently disclosing a previously undisclosed aspect of former President Jimmy Carter's health at a fundraiser in Rancho Santa Fe, California, Biden made a number of impromptu remarks about climate change, including one about the Colorado River drying up. The Colorado River won't be safe for drinking, Biden told the roughly 60 individuals in the audience. In addition, he described climate change as a truly existential threat to the nation, comparable to nuclear war. "This is serious business," he continued. "It is by far the worst outcome. If we allow it to rise above 1.5 degrees Celsius, we risk damning our children to a world in which nuclear war is the only real existential danger." In addition to climate change, Biden also mentioned current budget talks with congressional Republicans, as well as a possible succession by eastern Oregon counties to Idaho, which Biden mistakenly referred to as Western Oregon. In the midst of deadlocked budget talks, Speaker Kevin McCarthy, Republican California, described himself as not a bad guy, he's a decent guy when speaking to him. "What are we going to do?" he asked as he seated next to me. "I'll tell you what, I'll present a detailed budget on March 9th, I said. "We'll negotiate after you send yours," the president continued. "Republicans are telling me that they won't actually pay our debts unless I vote the way they want and I go along with their budget," he added. "We're going to default on the federal debt for the first time in American history. We have never missed a payment, and we are still making interest payments on it," according to Biden. "We're going to experience a national economic crisis not only here but also globally if we ever renege on it." The president also promoted the effects of his Inflation Reduction Act on Medicare expenses and drug prices. On Wednesday, Biden is also anticipated to talk about drug costs. He also mentioned the fight to lower drug prices made by former Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid, after whom the major airport in Vegas was renamed. Biden recalled that Harry Reid had also been pushing for it back then. "We pay the highest drug costs of any industrialized country on earth, the highest. Assault weapons will be banned come hell or high water," says Biden. At Harry Reid International Airport, Carolyn Goodman, the mayor of Las Vegas, Representative Dina Titus, DNV, and Jim Gibson, the chairman of the Clark County Commission, welcomed Biden at first. The president praised the achievements of the Democratic Party and himself over the previous 2 years and suggested that more could be accomplished with congressional Republicans, including the long-delayed confirmation vote for former Los Angeles Mayor Eric Garcetti to serve as envoy to India. The ballot will likely be cast tomorrow, March 15, Wednesday. "A crucial decision on one of our ambassadors will take place tomorrow," according to Biden. Biden to sign order for more gun sales to require background checks. After delivering a speech and signing an executive order to reduce gun crime in Monterey Park, California, the president attended the fundraiser just hours later. In January, a lone gunman in Monterey Park fired and killed 11 people before turning the gun on himself. During the altercation, 9 more people suffered injuries. The day that was supposed to be one of celebration and light became one of dread and darkness, Biden said earlier on Tuesday. "A holiday filled with possibility and optimism but also horror and suffering." Vigils and memorials took the place of lively parties and music. 11 souls were removed. "Physical and emotional scars are something that survivors will always bear." The president said the families who were left behind would never be the same. He described the incident as one of the worst mass shootings in California history and described Monterey Park, California, as the heart of the Asian American community, where the tragedy pierced the soul of this nation.